Recession Explained: How to Invest and Prepare for a Recession. Recession, a word that may make people grind their teeth, clutch their chest, and scramble to the bank. You've probably heard rumors and news reports about an upcoming recession caused by absurdly high inflation and rising interest rates. Wall Street says a recession is coming. Consumers say it's already here. While Wall Street is exclaiming about a recession, many of the families and companies that make up the global economy are already experiencing one. A recession, according to Wall Street, is looming, but consumers claim that the recession has already arrived. So, is a recession really inevitable? If that's the case, how can you prepare for a recession? Forecasters believe that the likelihood of a recession is becoming more plausible. Therefore, it is time to start preparing. There are several variables fueling this anxiety, but the two main ones at the moment are the Federal Reserve's actions to raise interest rates and the increase in inflation. Ugly inflation numbers make a recession more likely in 2022, economist says. A recession is now more likely to occur during the next 12 months, with an average likelihood of 47.5%, up from 30% in June. A future with more job losses, a high unemployment rate, and increased interest rates may be occurring. 68% of chief financial officers predict a recession would hit during the first quarter of 2023, a CNBC study revealed. Inflation has hit a historic peak, reaching 9.1% year-on-year, the highest level since 1981. The economy will always experience highs and lows no matter what the future brings. So keeping your funds organized is a smart idea at all times. However, I am here to explain how you can prepare for the upcoming recession without losing your mind. No need to panic, build a bunker, or stash a heap of money. Here are some steps you can take to ensure that, whether a recession is approaching or not, you are ready for it. Before we peek into our today's topic, let's perform our ritual of hitting the subscribe button to make it gray and pressing the bell icon to stay updated. Let's start by understanding what recession actually is. I won't bore you with a dry economics class lecture on what a recession is about. Simply put, a recession is when an economy is struggling. Similar to tornadoes, recessions may occur suddenly. Both their timing and the extent of the harm they will do are difficult to anticipate. Poor economic progress is not the only factor contributing to recessions. The devastation from a recession typically manifests as lost employment, a plummeting stock market, and bankrupt firms. You might not notice a slight recession even if you hear the news about it, but a severe recession will impact you personally. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they are too heavy to be broken. Warren Buffett. Keeping all this in mind, you might be wondering if investing makes sense when you're going toward a recession. Isn't keeping all of your earnings in cash a better idea? Well, it's always beneficial to be prepared for the coming recession as if it is knocking at your door. Your financial situation may be concerning you with all the talk of an impending recession. You're not the only one who worries about a recession. 74% of American shoppers do as well. How to prepare and invest like Warren Buffett for a recession. Increasing prices and declining savings are making a recession more likely. However, it is critical not to succumb to the chaos and confusion. Instead, put all of your attention on ensuring that your funds are in the right place. Ultimately, what matters most is your ability to handle the crisis and stick to it. Lindsay Bell estimates that the duration of a recession is 11 months on average. The pandemic-driven downturn in 2020, which spanned barely 3 months, is the smallest recession ever recorded. Are you expecting a recession? Definitely. So do we need to be scared? Of course not. And now I will tell you why. Wondering why we are treating the situation so casually? Recessions are a normal aspect of the economy. Thus, they will inevitably occur occasionally. Here are some things you should know to get ready, regardless of how close or how far away a recession is. Number 1. Bear markets aren't scary. Some of you may not be aware of what a bear market is, but that doesn't stop you from being afraid of it. With a 20% decline from a recent peak, the S&P 500 index entered a bear market this week. Anthony Seglimbin, the global market strategist for Ameriprise Financial, considers recession a golden opportunity to invest. He said, just shift your view a little bit and look at this as an opportunity if you're a longer-term investor. Number 2, make sure you have an updated financial plan. Would you want to be caught off guard if things turned out wrong and you didn't prepare for it beforehand? Of course not. So, budgeting and keeping your financial plan updated can help you get through the recession. Financial pressure can be reduced by being aware of your earnings and outgoing costs, as well as developing a solid strategy for how you will spend your earnings. You can change your purchasing behavior and organize your priorities by outlining a budget. Find ways to reduce expenditure, payments that can be dropped, or debts that can be refinanced if your resources are tight. Honestly, guys, if I know that I'm going to be affected by a crisis or any other tough phase, I will start planning and considering my spending decisions. Number 3, keep an emergency fund on hand as a backup. The majority of financial experts advise keeping 3 to 6 months worth of spending and savings as an emergency fund. Having funds for more than 6 months during this recession may make sense, especially if you anticipate future employment issues. However, anything you can save will be beneficial. Make sure emergency funds are readily available and not invested to prevent the possibility of suffering a loss due to market volatility. During a recession, having emergency funds can help you deal with unexpected expenses like hospital bills or costly maintenance and repairs. Number 4, spend less and invest cash toward necessities. Now, this is quite obvious. Cut down on unnecessary expenses and spend money on things that are much needed. Nobody knows how a recession is going to affect their situation, so save if you have extra money. You can postpone a pricey holiday, or you can save money by avoiding buying unwanted things. You have to consider all the possibilities. What if my earnings decline? What if my car stops working? What happens if my rent increases? Think from every angle when looking for ways to save money. Examine closely the possibility of reducing costs. Number 5, advance your career or find a side hustle. The employment market seems to be favorable for job seekers, but if a recession occurs, this situation will change. People have to prepare for less overall job security. With employment being at all-time highs, naturally, employment will decrease. The statement was made by Paul Deere, a certified financial planner. Elon Musk sounds off on recession risk, Twitter deal, and Trump. World's richest man says layoffs are underway at Tesla amid supply constraints and explains why he likes Dogecoin in Bloomberg interview. A recession may cause many people to be laid off. Thus, networking with professionals can improve employment prospects. You can also diversify your income streams by starting an online business or any side gig. Do you know why Warren Buffett, John Paulson, and several other famous investors thrive during recessions? Because they took a proactive rather than a reactive approach and viewed the recession as an opportunity to earn a fortune. Even Warren Buffett says he hopes to see a lot of recessions. So, you should also take a proactive approach to advance your career before the upcoming recession hits you badly. Number 6, get your debts paid off at the earliest. On the number 6 we have, get rid of your debts. Chief credit analyst Matt Scholes says anyone who uses a credit card must prioritize paying off their bills as soon as they can. It's much more crucial to pay off all of your debts when there are signs of impending recession and interest rates are rising quickly. Start concentrating on clearing off any high-interest debt you may have. The Fed's most recent rise caused the national average credit card rate to surpass 17% for the first time in more than 2 years. Also, you should focus on increasing your credit score because you never know if you will need to borrow some money to cope with emergencies. Number 7, do the homework. Do your homework. What does that actually mean? Well, no doubt a lot of specialists have done their research about making investments during the recession, which you can access for a quite modest price. But if you follow Warren Buffett's advice, it's crucial to perform the research yourself and avoid investing in a company you don't understand fully. Investigating a potential business online is a smart way to start. Take a close look at the company's management, its marketing strategies, and the products or services it offers. Do you know what the product is, and do you believe it will be used in the future? Take some time and critically assess the company's financial statements and balance sheet. Do the company's profit-loss figures, cash flow, operational costs, and revenues appear to be in healthy shape? Another factor to consider before investing is the ratio of profits and debts of a company. Has net profit risen steadily? Your investment portfolio must change as the economy does. Buffett stated, "In my opinion, buying the S&P 500 index fund is the smartest move one can make." Number 8. The market doesn't move according to your schedule. Don't time the market. If you are not willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. Warren Buffett. No one can predict the future, not even an expert investment guru. Many people might choose to exit the stock market or cut back on their investment until conditions improve. Entry and exit from the stock market are extremely difficult to predict. Buffett emphasizes focusing on finding organizations with strong foundations that the market is undervaluing, rather than attempting to forecast the market. Number 9. Don't panic due to the prevailing situation. Stay invested. Don't let the gloomy headlines of the upcoming recession make you anxious. Keep in mind that the wisest course of action is often to remain invested. According to past experience, those who stay invested throughout downturns see their portfolios fully recover, while those who choose not to participate at all end up losing money. Keeping your money safe against unforeseen costs is a necessary part of investing. You could be thinking of exiting the market due to sudden market turbulence. Making an investing choice in a hurry or while you're really terrified is never a smart option. So, it is crucial to control your emotions and stay invested. Concerned about a possible recession? Play the long game. Keep your portfolio diversified and, if you can, protect your savings. Recessions are common economic occurrences, even though they might be frightening to think about. The most effective strategy to secure yourself and keep abreast is to train yourself to identify warning signals and be prepared in advance. During a recession, many people may experience extreme difficulty. You may as well. So, take advantage of the opportunity by making your dollars go further, since a recession will eventually arise. Thanks for making it this far, and thanks for watching the video. Before clicking off, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. If you'd like to see more entertaining and well-researched videos about investments, personal finance, and money making, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to be notified.